My name is Susan and I've had Ledley since he was a puppy. My husband and I bought him together and seemed like a perfectly ordinary little pup. Unfortunately, after a few months my husband was poorly and eventually he passed away. So Ledley became my dog and him and I went through all our grieving together and he helped me an awful lot. He's a very calm, lovely natured dog, always on walks together, just had a really happy life. And then all of a sudden he just started to not be himself and very weak on his back end, started to wobble, his tail used to hang down, just got progressively worse. So took him to our vets. They weren't quite sure what it was. We thought it might be some sort of hip dysplasia. So they referred him on to a specialist vet who diagnosed degenerative myelopathy. And that just basically means that his spinal cord is dying and he can't feel his back legs, his back end. And like you do, I Googled it. Wish I hadn't Googled it because it will eventually cause him to not be able to move from sort of his waist downwards and possibly even higher. And he eventually would need to be put down. So with everything we'd gone through already, obviously completely heartbroken that my little dog was going to be gone. And the specialist vet was very much, well, there's nothing you can do, just take him home, let him live his life out, treat him like a normal dog. That was their only advice. So I left there absolutely heartbroken. I can't describe how heartbroken. And went home, went back to my vet who said, no, there's a lot you can do. And gave me a lot of hope and referred me here to Barbara. So came here for the first session and Barbara asked me all about Ledley and why I was here and what had happened. So told Barbara the whole story and said, and I understand that he's going to get progressively worse and that I'll have to put him down probably fairly soon, and he was only 7 at that point. So she looked at me like I'd gone completely mad because I'd suggested I might have to have him put to sleep. And she said, no, there's such a lot we can do. And she spoke and told me all the things that they can do here. And we had the first session and it was just like a miracle had happened. And he almost sort of jumped out of here. It was instantly, you could see the difference in his back end, and she suggested come in sort of every 4 weeks or so and see how he went. And we've been coming now for about 3 years, and I've got like a brand new dog who, if you didn't know what you were looking for, you wouldn't know there was anything wrong. He is still a lot weaker on his back end, but you wouldn't really know. Ledley has always been quite a confident dog. He always had his own little character and never listened to me ever. So I knew he'd be fine in the water because, again, he's a Labrador, has always loved the water. Nothing's ever fazed Ledley, so to walk up the ramp, to get in the pool, I think to get in the pool was the first thing of all. He was quite nervous, but they were so lovely with him here, and there's always 2 because he's such a big dog. So they got him in and a few treats and he was well away. And now on the way here, you say, are you going swimming? And he's so excited, he knows where he's going and he can't wait to get in here, and he can't wait to see Mel and Barbara and whoever else is here with him. He just loves it, absolutely loves it. So since Ledley's had this treatment, you have to hold him back now. He runs, he jumps, he does things he shouldn't probably do because he is so wobbly on his back end. You just wouldn't know he was any different. And I have his son as well, who's now coming up for 7, and in some ways he's more puppy-like than his son because he's just so full of energy. Barbara is inspirational, gives me hope, and amazing, just amazing what she can do. All the techniques that Barbara's taught me and things to do at home, and all just the little bits and pieces that maintain in between the sessions. And no, he's just brilliant, and he's coming up for 10 at the end of this month, and hopefully we're going to have him for the natural length of life of a Labrador. I can't thank Barbara enough, because I came with a dog I thought I was going to have to put to sleep, and she's given me, at the moment, at least 3 years, and who knows what else, of his life. And because of what happened to me when Ledley was small, there was a lot of time invested in Ledley personally. Ledley, if he could talk, can tell me a million things of what I went through, and he was always so special. And to have him not be with me or have his life cut short so quickly, she's just given me the time with him and the chance to go through all this with him, and I can't thank her enough. I never could.